Wow.
Grabando. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. ¿Todo bien? ¿Listos? You guys ready?
Listo.
Ready.
Ok, estamos aquí con Carlitos y Connor de Fontaines D.C. en la Bestia Radio. Buenos días. Good morning.
Buenos días and good morning.
You guys are morning persons or?
Probably slowly turned into morning people. Yeah.
Try to be.
Did you bring coffee there in your... Or it's like an Irish coffee with...
Oh yeah, coffee and bourbon. And, it's St. Patrick's Day, you know?
Yeah. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy Benito Juárez Day.
¿Verdad? Sí.
Carlitos, tu español es muy bueno.
Mi español no está mal, sí.
No está mal.
No está
¿Por qué?
mal.
Además te escucho un acento español de España.
Español madrileño. Sí.
Madrileño.
Sí,
¿Por
sí.
qué?
Mi papá es madrileño.
Tu papá es madrileño.
Sí.
Y creciste en Irlanda.
Disculpa con el día que tenemos hoy. No es el mejor día para el español.
Pero tu papá es madrileño y tú creciste en Irlanda.
Mi mamá es irlandesa y yo crecí en España. Pero íbamos siempre a Irlanda y a los 18 me fui y conocí a estos.
Where did you guys meet? You meet these guys? These crazy guys?
I met Curly, I met Green, Tom, Dio. We all met kind of like the same day.
Where?
In music college.
Music college.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Dublin City.
I actually met Tom in the bathroom in a club the week before the college. But
What was he doing in the bathroom?
he was only peeing, in fairness to him, you know.
Well, that's the unofficial story.
I mean, other than Green, you know, we were very innocent country boys. You know, no, genuinely, you know, all we knew were the green hills of Ireland. That was pretty much.
Yeah, and Grian wasn't like...
He was corrupted by the city, you know. He's a city boy.
He was a city bug.
Yeah, city buck.
Okay. And where is the college? In Dublin?
In Dublin, yeah.
Dublin.
Yeah.
So you moved to Dublin at 18 to study or something else, or your parents moved or something?
Yeah, no, I moved mainly, to study, yeah, I wanted to, like, leave and stuff, you know, and I think in our generation, it's kind of like the only way you can make your parents happy if you're leaving home is if you sign up to college. Mm-hmm. So I think that's kind of what we all did.
Yeah.
But did college, you know, is it worth going to college? Or you learn more in the school of life?
Definitely, the school of life, man. Nah, but I mean, we can't say that it wasn't worth it because we all met there, you know.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for it, we wouldn't be here.
It was about, 12 years ago?
2013.
I've been saying 10 years for about 2 years. So
Yeah, I get it.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
30?
30.
Yeah, 12 years.
Yeah, around 10 years is...
Yeah,
you
around
can say
18,
10
19,
years.
so maybe 11, like, I don't know. But we met and we were all like in doing our own music, like individual kind of songwritery, just trying to get like the kind of music thing properly going. And then I think we quickly found that like the kind of solo artist is like a lonely existence, you know, so it's nicer just to be in a band with your mates and experience all this stuff together. And I think that's probably what's added to our longevity is the fact that we've just been good friends ever since. So.
And since then, when it starts, I mean, you guys meet and then takes like 2 years or something like that?
No, I think within a year we had the idea to start the band of meeting, and then I think like a summer passed and then we started properly, but then Carlos then joined maybe like a year and a half
After that,
yeah.
Yeah, and what was the first song that you guys did?
There was a song called One in Between, which was one of the first songs that we ever did. Graham wrote in college, and
that was recorded and everything for Dog Roll.
Yeah.
I never kind of made the cut.
Carlos is starting to remember.
we sounded a lot different though. We were very like kind of garage rock, kind of surfy, punk kind of sound.
Yeah, 50s rock and roll with a bit of punk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool,
Crazy.
guys. And you were recently in where's New Zealand, Australia,
Yeah, both. Yeah.
and you were with Shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout
What a
out
shame.
Shame.
What do you guys think of Shame?
Brilliant. Brilliant band.
Are they funny people?
Hilarious.
They actually are. Yeah.
Hilarious people.
Who's the funniest one on Shame?
Oh, Charlie for sure. Like, I mean, some of the quotes of him being on stage, I'll never forget them. They were so funny. He told the crowd that he was gonna give them us handsome Irish boys like live, and I just thought it was the most hilarious thing I've ever heard a lead singer say to an audience. You know,
Yeah.
so.
He's like, he was really taking it like that's his audience, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, anyone want to see Fontaines? I'm gonna give them to you. Don't worry.
Yeah. 4 Irish guys and a Spanish one.
Yeah, half.
Or you consider
half.
yourself more Irish or Spanish at this point?
Depends on the day, to be honest.
Picks and choose.
Yeah, whatever suits me, you know.
If they play the final of the World Cup, who you root for?
If it was Spain and Ireland,
Yeah,
Ireland.
Yeah, I'd have to go for
you
Ireland.
see,
Yeah.
you're more Irish.
If Ireland won the World Cup,
Yeah.
you know, this band would be on hiatus for months. You know what I mean?
So what would actually happen? You would cancel the tour dates, go back to Ireland, and you know where is the place in Ireland, in Dublin, where people go crazy when when the Irish national team
Wins the
doesn't?
World Cup.
It's never
The
happened.
place
then
doesn't
we-
exist yet.
Yeah.
That place doesn't exist.
We never won the World Cup. We barely win.
Well, not the World Cup, but
But when we win
The
matches,
Euro.
a friendly game
a friendly game,
against England or what?
we just packed the pubs from.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
What's the rivalry? Ireland and Scotland, or Northern
I mean, the
Ireland?
most famous one would probably be Ireland and England. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd probably be the one with the juiciest rivalry, I suppose. But
you guys have better food.
better food.
Yeah, than England.
Do you
yeah.
think?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We'll never be been to
And,
Ireland.
and the beer? Which one
Beer?
is better?
I mean, the Irish.
I mean, Guinness. You guys, like, any recommendations for some good Guinness spots in Mexico City?
Do you
You
miss
miss it.
you miss Guinness beer? I mean, yeah, you have that all year. Come on, you can drink Mexican cheap beer instead.
I mean, that's actually my Mexican
I love
bottled
it, yeah.
beer, like
So
Victoria, Modelo, like all the. I love that beer so much. Like, actually, not even lying, like that is.
But it's lighter.
It's lighter. That's what.
lighter,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like on our rider, like all the time, not just here, like Mexican lager, like so.
You know what I like? The butter. The Irish
has the
butter.
best butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought that.
Good products
Kerrygold,
from
yeah.
Ireland.
Kerrygold, of course.
Yeah. It's grass-fed cows. You know what I mean? I don't like. I didn't think this would get into an agricultural talk, but grass-fed cows leads to good butter. You know?
Yeah, well, good products from Ireland are rock and roll and butter. Apparently.
You need both. You know?
They go well together.
Yeah.
And what else happened in Australia and New Zealand? Tell us a little bit about touring with Shame, which is a very exciting. I would still say new band, kind of new band.
Yeah.
But what happened? Where did you guys go?
We went. What did we do? We went Perth. Had a few days there. That was like we had a great time. Did a few DJ sets when we were around as well. I don't know, all around Perth, Brisbane,
Sydney, Melbourne, pretty much all the big cities. We just did them, and yeah, it was a great time. I mean, we got away from the winter back home, and it was really sunny, and people are really friendly, and coffee was good, and yeah, touring Australia is.
It's actually
It's a
amazing.
trip, like, you know, it's really.
Yeah.
But you guys were actually hanging out with the guys in Shame, or
Yeah.
you are everyone on their own?
No, we'd see
No,
them,
we'd
you
hang
know.
around, yeah. Hang around with them, and then even in Melbourne, met up with Eamon from the Chats. You know the band, the Chats.
Yeah.
Sure.
Met
Yeah,
up
that's
with
true.
him, and he's a legend, you know, and that band is great as well. Like so,
Yeah.
it's always good to meet up with other bands in these cities and hang out, like so.
And you guys like to touring? I mean, you have a long time touring.
Yeah,
It's kind of exhausting, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're only coming into like really understanding how to tour properly now. I think when you're younger, you're like a deer in headlights, you know. Everything's exciting, and you just want to do everything, and you wreck yourself. But I think we've grown into knowing when to have fun and knowing when to kind of chill out and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Would you say that when you guys were here the first time, like before the pandemic, you were like in that moment of being the deer with the spotlight on? You guys did a show
100%,
right
yeah.
across the
100%,
street.
yeah.
I remember what was
actually
going on.
when we played here. I remember I tried to go over to like a gas station over there to buy some cigarettes, and
Yeah.
back then, because I'd hadn't really left Ireland that much, my bank card got blocked immediately, and they sent a text to me, and I couldn't text back, said no credit to like unblock my card, so
You had to use your card to get more credit.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So I was just like, I guess I'm not smoking any more cigarettes while I'm here, so I was flat broke then for the rest of the time.
Yeah, we do remember that. I saw you guys like sitting there. Wasn't that chairs? It was like I don't know, Mexican.
It was very different. Like it's been at least 5 years, I think.
No more.
What a bit
6
more,
years.
I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, no,
And
eight,
someone
I
came
think.
and told us like, hey, there's this band from Ireland. They're sick, and they're gonna do a gig like right across the street, and they. So let's arrange for them to rehearse, and and we were like, oh yeah, okay. And then you guys came. I remember I was in the room upstairs, and you were there, and I had no idea who you were, but we were like, oh yeah, just hanging out. And then we went to the show. It was sick. There was like 50 or 60 people there.
It was small,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was small, and then you became Fontaines D.C. And I was like, "Fuck, man, why didn't I ask them to sign stuff and then sell it on eBay? It would be worth something."
We'll sign it now, don't worry.
Data back then though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But how was that change? You know, because sometimes it hits you hard in your head. You know, like suddenly you're like more famous and famous and famous. You feel that?
Weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I find it weird. I'm kind of like feel like you notice it when you're playing a show or before a show, and you're touring and everyone's attention is at that. You know, and you get home and I sometimes feel like it never happened. You know.
Yeah. It was all a dream.
Yeah.
Or a nightmare, probably.
But if you go when you grow up, people know you now. You know, it's like, oh, that's the guy from Fontaines D.C.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing is just enjoy it. Don't think about it too much. Keep having respect for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the main thing. You know, I think it's easy when you like tour loads and like you're always giving your time and like your person to people that you just start disrespecting yourself like unconsciously. So
That's interesting. What do you mean?
I just think because you're always giving stuff away that like eventually you just stop like respecting your own privacy and your own, and you just say yes to everything. And you're just kind of like out there always in service mode, and you have to kind of retain your own personality and your own being a little bit more, and because yeah, that other thing just leads to unhappiness and stuff. Not to get too deep about it, but
Is it something that is part of? Is it part of the game? Like you can't escape that, right?
I think, yeah, I mean, you can escape it, or you can pick and choose, you know. Like, I think what he's saying is quite wise, where, you know, there's not only just performing on stage, you know, when people see you as, like, as you're saying, the guy from Fontaines D.C., they have an idea of who you are. And, like, you know, I think there's a little bit of playing along that has to happen, just out of, you know, it's kind of like, if I'm just the guy that's not in Fontaines D.C., I want to sign your record, you know, like that. But I'll stop in the street and I'll sign the record, and it's like, it's a really nice thing. But that if that dictates your whole life, then you're just that guy. Then Carlos Curley's gone, you know, like.
yeah.
And I think it's a fine line that after years of touring, it starts getting very blurred, you know.
Yeah, totally. Well, especially because you've made great records. Like I think there aren't a lot of bands that can say that they have made like 2 or 3 or 4 good records. Like not only new bands, but you know, whatever band, you know. But you guys have managed to put out good records. Like sometimes we talk about like, oh, which is your favorite? Like which is our favorite?
Which is your favorite?
I'm not sure. I think it's A Hero's Death, but that changes. I think it's A Hero's Death.
It's a fan favorite. I feel
It's
like
crazy.
It's the least favorite in our camp.
In
you
the
know,
band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, then. I don't respect you anymore. You don't like your own record? Come on.
No, we like it. We like it.
I think I don't know. I think we maybe could have done it better or something like that. I don't know.
No, come on. It has great songs. It personally has
Darker.
one of my and you know 2 or 3 of my favorite tunes, Fontaines tunes, and I don't know. But then you put out another one, and it's great again. And
That's
then you
my
put out
favorite
another one.
Skin
Yeah,
to Fia.
Skin to
Skin to
Fia.
Fia.
Yeah.
So,
That's a great record, and then Romance. So it's like sometimes you listen to a band and it's okay, it's a good record, but then they disappear. But that hasn't been the case with you.
Yeah.
That's why people
Look
resell your signed records on eBay, I guess.
We'll take care of it.
You make a good job.
But which one is your favorite from Fontaines, of course?
My favorite's Romance.
Same. I mean, it's always the last
Yeah.
one, you know.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, just in terms of kind of what we achieved with the songwriting and like how quick we did it and like, I don't know, just when I listen to it, I just go, yeah.
And you wins many awards. You know, it's like their record.
Yeah.
Seems like.
Yeah. That doesn't matter, doesn't it?
No.
Nah, I know,
Yeah.
but you know, sometimes it's cool. Like people say, "Okay, you won."
Well,
Something, you know.
you don't seem like the people that cares about awards and stuff like that. But then there were the Grammys recently, and then they gave the award to the Rolling Stones that they have won that shit like for 1,000 times.
They're a great band, though.
They are. They are.
course.
I mean, I understand how you feel when they say, "Oh, guys, we're not giving it to you. We're giving it to the Stones."
Nah, it's a bit mad, but like
Yeah, it's a bit mad, but
at
I
the
think
same time, it is the Rolling Stones.
I think the Grammys do, they give the award for the catalog and not maybe the specific record.
Yeah.
Like,
It seems to be.
But you do have a catalog.
Yeah, we're still. I think we need to turn 40 to like get the Grammy.
You need a statue. Did Bono or the Edge have a statue in Ireland? Like,
Nah,
no.
not that I've heard of, no. Phil Lynott does though.
filling in, yeah.
Do you know, from Thin Lizzy?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he's got a pretty sick statue. And Luke Kelly from the Dubliners has a
Yeah.
great statue.
Who else deserved one in Ireland?
Football legends.
Oscar Wilde has one as well.
Oscar Wilde,
Oscar
of course.
Wilde, yeah.
Uh,
Who deserves one?
Yeah.
Roy Keane probably deserves one.
Keane,
first,
yeah, great
Yeah.
soccer player. Geeks, Ryan Geeks. No,
No, he's from Wales.
Wales.
sorry.
That's another country. That's another Ireland.
I thought it was an Irish.
Eastern Ireland or Western.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Okay, we have to cut sadly. Nico is telling us like, you guys have 54 more interviews, so it will be a funny day.
54, Jesus.
They didn't tell you.
Didn't tell us now, yeah.
But well, thanks for coming, guys. It will be exciting tomorrow. It's not gonna be 50 people anymore. It's gonna be like
500.
It's a sold out.
3,000 or something. So yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be exciting. See you there.
Amazing.
And
Yeah, thanks. Cheers
Thank
for having
you,
us.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Great chatting.
And it's the first sold out show that we go to that venue.
yeah,
There's
that
so
is
many bands there, but
yeah,
not sold
yeah.
out so far.
Who else played there?
Turnstile,
Idols.
cool.
Idols.
So you sell more tickets than them.
That's
You
always,
can feel proud.
always feels humbling or something.
Okay, guys. Well, last, can you record an ID for when we play your songs on the radio?
You.
Hey, this is Carlos and Connor from Fontaines D.C. and White Fucker, and you're listening to La Bestia Radio.
That's good, man. You should. Go on. Do it in Spanish, man. People-
Yeah, in
Can I
Spanish.
do it in Spanish? I'll do my own translation.
Oh, yeah.
Hola, aquí estamos Carlos y Curly de Fontaines D.C. ¿Y por qué coño no estás escuchando La Bestia Radio?
That was beautiful, man.
Curly.
Curly.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Muy bien.
Bueno, muchas
Gracias.
gracias. Fontaines.
Nos vemos
DC.
esta noche.
Vale.
Muy bien.